Hey everyone, it's Libby from Maighstirtarot. Tarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Worimi First Nations people. It's WORIMI, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides in the universal energies. Right, very quickly, today is Thursday, tomorrow is Friday, my time. Tomorrow I have photographers coming in the morning to photograph the house. The open went really well, and huge, fabulous feedback. Just haven't got an offer on the table, and that's just a case of the right person discovering the house. So no dramas with that at all. But it does mean I've got a photographer coming tomorrow morning. At some stage, my father-in-law, who has been in hospital for the last week, again, same issues, will be discharged. So we've got to somehow get the 5-hour round trip to get him home. I think it's not going to be a 5-hour round trip. I think what's actually going to happen is I'll take him home and stay with him for a few days. So we've got to coordinate that as well between husband and I. And then tomorrow afternoon, husband's got to get to the airport, be dropped off at the airport. He's flying out of the airport to for some work commitments. So, what a day tomorrow. So I probably won't be on tomorrow, but I will come on Saturday. I know that I've missed a few days here and there. So I'll come back on Saturday because I'm either here, home alone, or I'm up at my father-in-law's with pretty much not much to do. Okay, so let's have a look for today. What I want to have a look at is the Musk meeting with James Murdoch. Now I'm going to use my Smith-Waite Centennial Tarot deck. News has come out and been reported that Elon Musk, Fleon, the biggest parasite on the back of the United States taxpayer, flew up. So this is the move, this is one of the travel cards. Fleon flew up to meet with James Murdoch. Now, James Murdoch, son of Rupert. Rupert owns Wall Street Journal and Fox News, etc. James is one of 4 children who will inherit when Rupert falls off the twig. He's not a bad guy. He's not, he's up in those echelons, but, he's not like Rupert and Lachlan. So the question is why was Muskie meeting with James? Now, apparently, so Musk flew into the airport at Bella Bella in British Columbia, and they took a helicopter private jet and then helicopter to James Murdoch's property at Bella Coola, which apparently is on the water, and, they get a few luxury yachts and all those sorts of things visiting. I gather at Bella Coola, it's a town of about 1,000 people. If that. But what I want to have a look at is what were they meeting over? Again, entertainment only, just in case I hadn't said that already, allegedly, and all that jazz. Now, James Murdoch is actually on the board of Tesla. So it may have been a Tesla something. I'll have a look at that. If the chariot card comes up, it means it's the Teslas. James Murdoch not only is one of the heir apparents of Wall Street Journal and Fox News, and has intentions that when Rupert falls off the twig of actually splitting up Fox News and making it more moderate, believe it or not. However, Rupert's come out with the Wall Street Journal with that birthday card thing, and trust me, they've got way more information. Fox News are literally doing their heads in trying to spin Gavin Newsom's tweets, social media. Apparently a social media person is a young, in her 20s, female Latino. Love it. She's doing such a brilliant job. Thank you for your attention, G.C. Newman, your soon-to-be president, whatever it is. What do you have? What do you say, Gavin Christopher, as in Columbus with my brilliant maps, Newsom. Oh, it is such a hoot, such a riot. What he's doing is he's shining through his strength. He is shining a mirror on the idiocy of the orange twerp. He is living rent-free in the head of the orange twerp, and making him look like an absolute fool and Fox hosts are spinning their heads off. I know the iHip lady said, oh, it was pull up the recliner of stupidity. The Fox hosts aren't, those behind at Fox, they might be on screen, absolutely. Oh my goodness, do they have a brain cell amongst them? But they're not stupid, and they're desperately trying to spin what Newsom are doing to try and make Newsom. I don't even think they're trying to make Newsom look bad. I'm really wondering if they are desperately trying to spin it, and what's happening is by them regurgitating this, that they are actually holding the mirror up to what DJ for Genius T is saying and doing. Now, I don't think that they're actually trying to make Newsom look stupid. What I'm getting from it is by trying to spin it. So we've got the Magician and we've got the Knight of Wands. Inflammatory messaging being put out there, and it is manifestation. Bringing something, creating something out of nothing. Now, if Fox and other news outlets hadn't picked up what Newsom is doing, nobody would know about it. It would die a bit of a, it would get, those that follow Newsom would be going, oh, ha, ha, ha. But nobody else would know about it, especially the MAGAs. They wouldn't know about it. But by Fox bringing this to the fore, and as I split the deck, exactly the same two cards, the Magician and the Fool, in different order. And I poker shuffle and then split the deck. So the fact that they came out again as I was splitting the deck, and then we've got the Chariot, the movement forward, could also be Tesla, but movement forward, chaotic movement forward, and the Fool. Could also be setting themselves up for a new start. I think Fox are actually deliberately continuing with exposing this. It's part of the, they can't be accused of going out against DJ for Genius T, but it's along the lines of the birthday card. Does that make sense? That they're actually perpetuating this by covering it, by spinning it, but what they're doing, and yep, absolutely, that's what they're doing. The biggest yes card in the deck, the Sun card. Absolutely, that's what they're doing. The Emperor has no clothes. They are exposing the Emperor as having no clothes. So it feels, birthday card in the Wall Street Journal, passive aggressive, even though it's not passive aggressive, but making it look like they're doing one thing, but in reality they're doing the other. How do you, oh gosh, you guys know the words. That's what I think they're doing. But what I want to have a look at is that you got to remember also James Murdoch is a board member of Tesla. Tesla's in dire straits at the moment. The only income profit that Tesla actually has or had was the EV credits that they were getting, the carbon credits that they were getting from various governments. And with that bastard budget bill that went through, and apparently there's 2.0 in the works, the EV credits were removed. So Tesla's really not in good financial shape. And when the shareholders twig onto that, which is what, when the shareholders twig on, which they will, you've got the defensive about the money, but the harsh truth is coming forward, and you've got the force to retreat. When the Tesla shareholders twig on, the next lot of financial reports or the lot after that, when the tariffs hit, when the credits aren't there, etc., in deep stride. Now, James Murdoch, basically the day that he was presented with some bonus shares or something, he threw them straight on the stock market and sold them and for $13 million or something. A few other directors did exactly the same, and the shares tanked. So I get the feeling that Musk was there for Tesla, not for Fox and Wall Street Journal. Yeah, desperately trying to hang on. Okay, so why was Musk, 10 minutes of babbling. Why was Musk meeting with James Murdoch? Because it's the end. Because it's the end. The tower is going to implode when the truth is realized by the shareholders. It's all over. And Musk is desperately trying to hold on to money. Now, I'm not recommending you sell Tesla shares if you've got them. Ooh, I'm not giving financial advice, but why was James Murdoch there? Because they know that the tower of illusion of what Tesla is, it's done for. It's done for. How do we spin it? How do we get the burden of this knowledge, of this messaging, this chaos to the finish line? And it is they can't. It's the end. It is the end. It's the end. I just right. So apparently, Musk went to James Murdoch, with an offer of some sort. Now, you've got to remember that Musk is up for a multi-million-dollar, or even is it billion-dollar, I don't know how much it is, payout in the form of shares that he's got to hold on to for so many years or whatever. That replaced the bonus package that was rejected by the courts. So it feels like Musk has gone to James Murdoch. I'm begging for something, some sort of offer, and I'm getting that it's Tesla. I don't know that he got what he went for. Went and asked for something, but you've got the loss, the disappointment, the heartbreak, the emotional loss. He took with him little X around the head again. He's paranoid at the moment about being Luigi'd. But I don't know that Musk got what he went looking for. And we've got the moon card secrets being revealed. Insanity. The hard road ahead. People walking away from the abuse, the betrayal, the win at any cost, the look at me, I've got them all, and people are just shedding and walking away. These are awful cards for Elon. It may even be in regards to being CEO internally. He's trying to bring some sort of plan to fruition, to bring his ship in, to get one last hurrah reward, but the ships are going out. They're not coming in. If you have a look at those, the ships are heading out of the harbour. I mean, usually you send them out and they come back again, but not necessarily. So this is the merchant on the headland, with his plans, with his messaging, watching the ships go out, sending the ships out to sea. The hopes and fears. There is a decision that will be made that is not in his control. And I think he went to plead for CEO. I'll have a look at that in a moment. an inability to harvest his money out of the company because the shares, they have to stay there. The Knight of Pentacles, the Mercenary, and then secrets being revealed with the High Priestess. An inability to move the money forward, and then the High Priestess, secrets being revealed. I've always said that I don't believe Fleon is anywhere near as wealthy as he claims he is. His wealth is all tied up in the value of his assets, and so he doesn't actually have money. This is how these uber wealthy don't pay tax. What they do is they borrow against their assets, and then they live off their borrowings. So it's like if you own a home and you get a loan on the home, and then you live off the money of that loan, eventually it needs paying back. And the orange twerp is exactly the same as well. But, you live off that mortgage money that you've got. You don't actually pay interest on that mortgage money because it's a mortgage. And that's what Fleon has done. And to be honest, you could be worth $1 billion, but if you owe $1,000,001, then you are poor. Like, you don't have any money. You are actually in debt. Okay. Desperately trying to hold on, trying to bring about a new beginning, but going off the cliff. And there's going to be a lot of headlines come out really quickly about the financial situation of Tesla. And it is a nightmare situation. He was trying to broker a partnership, but the wheel is turning. I don't know that he was successful in that. And we've got the end of a cycle, end of a financial cycle, end of him being the star, perhaps. Oh, we got some sort of action being taken, some sort of ruling coming down, King of Wands, King of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. Some big stick action. I think he's gone to meet with James Murdoch. Be interesting to know if he's gone to see any of the other board members, but almost like to do a financial deal, like to prop up Tesla or to pay Musk out so he can get his money out before total collapse or something. Yeah, he's got his back up against the wall in regards to this, and this Ace of Wands is coming for him. A big stick moment. So let's have a look in regards to this meeting. And no, it wasn't the Bella that the orange twerp accidentally, I don't believe it was the Bella that the orange twerp accidentally typed. I believe that was Belarus, as I read on yesterday. Did Musk go to see James Murdoch about money? Okay, I'll ask separately about money, and then I'll ask whether it was for his CEO board position. Was it about money? The Hermit, isolation, shining a light on there's the Fool again, going off the cliff. So we've got feeling isolated, trying to find his way forward. The secrets being revealed. The High Priestess, the challenges is the truth coming out. The burden, it's not going to get, these are not good cards again. So was it about a financial deal? Well, there's no money cards as of yet. In the past, the truth, being forced to retreat in the face of the truth. Here's the big money. The money opportunity being presented. Have I got a deal for you? Yeah, this is about a money opportunity being presented, but it's not a done deal because you've got to get it out through this, and that spotty dog having a cuddle. You got to get it out of this enclosure through down this path here. So a money opportunity needs it done really quickly with the Knight of Swords. Some sort of an announcement coming forward with the Four of Wands there. It might be an announcement of a partnership and money changing hands. He may have, but it's a pittance that's being doled out here. The Queen of Swords, there might be legal action being taken against whatever this is, and it's going to bring about an ending. The Death card. Musk is going to be on the back foot trying to defend the proposition, but it's going to be a bit of a stinky proposition. Going to try and spin it with the Temperance card. But on the bottom, I've got the Fool, and then again trying to hold on and trying to juggle the money. Okay, I just want to ask very quickly. Let me put it this way. So basically, he's gone to try and make a deal with Murdoch financially. I want to ask, is Tesla insolvent? Is Tesla trading insolvent? Is Tesla trading insolvent? Yes, it is. Okay. Right. Yes, it is. Boy, oh boy, big trouble if that gets out there. And if you want to know what insolvent is, it basically means debts greater than assets, and I believe doesn't have enough to cover the debts, and more money going out than coming in, or something along those lines. Google it. Don't take my word for it. Okay. Was Musk meeting with James Packer, pleading for his position as CEO, about staying on as CEO? I always see him getting, losing that position. It was Musk meeting with James Murdoch. Death, end, sun, absolutely, justice. Three majors, yes, yes, and yes. And I said James Packer, but I meant James Murdoch. James Packer's one of those as well. It's the end. Everything's going to be exposed. Actions have consequences. And then the legal action starts. There might be an announcement made. And the King of Swords, the cutting free. The cutting through, the strategy. I was just looking at that. We had the Empress, the inability to harvest, not liking the offer, feeling restricted, on the back foot defending, went in with the offer, but it was a stinky offer. It just keeps going. On the bottom, we've got the be careful what you wish for, the ship's going out, not coming back in again. And things coming to an end. Yeah, I think it was a combination of trying to stay on as CEO. And now remember, Musk didn't create Tesla. He came in as a financial backer and forced the creators of Tesla out. Right, we've got some sort of offer here, agreement, but we've then got the Queen of Wands, but then we've got the restriction card again. He may stay in just an honorary role or something, but he went to, that's what I'm getting, entertainment only, allegedly, just a tarot reader in Australia throwing some cards on a dining table. Yeah, begging for money and for his job is what I'm getting from that. Let's see how it plays. Might be an announcement soon. Love to you all. Take care.